Good. Roll around the other way. Good. And let's roll up together, shall we? Hey, it's Greg and Looney. Looney's in the catio. He's goofing around. He said he'd be in a moment. He better be. He's on the schedule for tonight. Anyway, if you're brand new, YouTube dropped you off here via the algorithm. This is called Upward Spiral Yoga. It's for everybody. It's yoga for everybody else. If you're not a circus performer or an acrobat, but even if you are, we'd love to have you aboard. And the main thing is we do movements that are definitely yoga and deliver the results, but they're accessible and they're given in a lot of options. My mission, my purpose is to bring the well-being, the healing of yoga to as many humans as I can in whatever way that I can. So anyway, if you're brand new, welcome. If you are one of my veterans, it's good to see you. We're simulcasting from Northern California. I have Zoom friends local from my ex-studio that the pandemic terminated, but it got me online and it's a great thing. Anyway, let's chant Om together. Nice big inhale. Good. With your eyes closed, just sit and feel that for a moment. Just a moment of meditation, contemplation, absorption, connection. We'll be doing cartwheels and backflips in a moment. Yoga, one definition of yoga is calming the incessant chattering of the mind. I really need that. Good. I snuck some meditation in on you. Welcome if you're just getting into class. Hello, locals. Hi, Helga. Hi, staff. Good to see you. Stuart, and welcome to all the friends around the world. The YouTube analytics are great. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Let's start on our feet. I need a little bit of hydration. So I teach a brand of movement. I call it joint juice. There's a more technical term, but basically we get our body moving and grooving. And I can start with something as simple as sort of waddling side to side. I do it with my eyes closed. It gets me more down into my body and less out of my overheated head. Too much thinking, planning. You know, do you have one of those minds? 3, 2, 1. Good. This might be unlike any yoga you've ever done before. Arms out, right, left, right. Just got done practicing playing the drums for an hour. There was a lot of right, left, endless. Good for coordination, getting your brain to fire in new patterns. We're never done learning unless we choose to be done and close our mind down. 3, 2, 1. Good job. See how basic, see how doable? Good. Feet out wide, sinking in, close my eyes, swing my arms around. Now I can swing my arms. I've loosened it up a bit over the decades. I can give myself a little slap. Sometimes when I do yoga with my newcomers in public, 2 new places I'm teaching, they have a hard time getting their arms going. It'll come, give it time. Keep your knees bent, keep your feet grippy. Good. Now, next time you go to your right, left hand goes on your right shoulder, right arm tucks behind your back. Bend your ankles and knees, sink into your hips, and go screw yourself around to the right. Inhale. Sweep it to the other side, right hand, left shoulder. We're just going to go through all the primary systems of the body. Get them open, get them moving, get them grooving, get the congestion out, stiffness, soreness, achy, and release. Regular old inhale up, exhale. Here's a weird one for newcomers. I think you're going to like it. Feet are hip distance apart. See how I sink down? Knees, hips, chest forward, and I become a noodle. I get kind of, I got just my whole spine just went, it was so good. I sink down and I just ripple back up. My arms are relaxed. My ankles, knees, and hips are springy, resilient, buoyant, and frisky. Just how you want your knees, hips, ankles. 4, 3. This one reminds me of water. 2, 1. Good. All right. Inhale up. Out to the side. Handcuffs up your back, behind your neck. Poof. I like to press into my wrists. It stretches my wrists into palmar flexion. There's a method to all this madness. It's a carefully constructed sequence. It didn't happen overnight. This is 50 years of yoga for me. And this is the best sequence for getting my body moving and getting it functional and happy so I can do something other in my life other than yoga. Bounce my grandchildren on my knees, and I don't even have grandchildren. I don't even have children. Lace your hands behind your back. Good. Now, my feet are out wide, my toes are out. Try to get your head and butt down on the floor. I actually have friends that can do that. They can kind of scrape their butt on the floor like a sick dog. Inhale, look forward. Good. Now shoot your arms forward because it's ski season. Stick the poles forward, butt back. Line up your spine with your arms, and we'll hold this for 5 minutes. Your butt should be the height of your knees, arms out, shoulders relaxed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Inhale. Chant Om with me. Suck in a big inhale. By the way, yoga increases your respiration, your breath volume, wherever you start. So that's why we extend the Om out a long time. All right, left foot forward, turn over onto your right toenail. See that? Swirl your heel around. Smearing my toenail polish all over my carpet. 6, 7, 8. A lot of circles in my joint juice sequence. 4, 5. You can make it your sequence if you like. None of these poses belong to anybody. They're available to everyone. Now, sink into your dorsiflex and your plantar flexed ankle. Come down and tap your right knee if you're one of my bendy bears. I know some pretty amazing physical specimens. This is fine for me. I just try to balance over. Maybe I'll close my eyes and just balance with my ankles, one turned over. Good. Open your eyes. Come up and out. Right foot forward. Swirl over on top of your left toenails. 1, 3, 4. Looney cat. Hello. I built Looney a new cat tree corner over here. Do you see it? It's almost done. I got to get the stairs installed, but he's supposed to start coming on screen in 2025 and helping build subscriptions because he's part of the business. Sink in. But I figure if I have my cat over here playing in the corner, more people will be drawn to yoga. I would be. Whoa, I lost my balance. Sink into your feet. Tap your left knee once. If you're one of my bendy bears, you know who you are. I don't care whether you're 8 years old or 88 or 108. Just do some yoga with the tribe. Good. Come up and out. Doesn't that feel good? Good. Drop your chin. Take your head around. 1, 2, relax your shoulders. 3. By the way, if you're within the sound of my voice, that's what they used to say, but you might be in Malaysia or something. But if you're local Bay Area, I teach in Pleasant Hill, Tuesdays and Saturdays in big, beautiful venues. Come on by. Look me up at upwardspiralyoga.com. Other way, Upward Spiral Yoga, all spelled together, phonetically, It's got all my public teaching venues. First class is always free. 6, 7. Good. Relax your chin down. Close your eyes for 10 seconds. Fall asleep on your feet. Relax your shoulders. Ever been so tired you could fall asleep on your feet? Going to work on Bart at 4 o'clock. Taking care of the kid that's screaming. You know what it's like. Relax. We've all been there. But now we're going to recharge and strengthen for the new year. Shoulders. 1, 2. What am I doing? What am I counting? The revolution, the revolving of my shoulders, the evolving. When I first started doing this, my shoulders would barely move. They were frozen. Now they go back up, over, forward, around, and down, other way. Plus, this gives me a chance to study my piano music for later tonight. Ever done the Hanan exercises? Leave me a comment if you're a musician. I've been doing yoga for 49 years now, but music for only 3 years. I'd love to hear from musicians. I think it's a great yoga. 7, 8. Good. What's a controversial pose in yoga? A forward fold. I use blocks. When I was 20, I could get my elbows down on the floor with my legs straight. I could almost get my head on the floor with my legs ramrod straight. I don't need to prove anything to anybody anymore, at least I don't think so. But I want you to keep your knees bent if you're new. Pull the pin out of your hair, wag your hair out a little bit. And I invite you to drain your brain and let go of all that excess thinking. Make room for new thoughts, new plans, new ideas, new collaborations, new relationships, new supply. Good. Now I'm going to lift my heels, bend my knees, look forward. Inhale. On exhale, I'm going to dig my heels in like a rented mule. I'm going to go deeper on exhale. 2, 3. Good. Come on up. See, you can do this. I see a lot of yoga on YouTube, and it's almost as if they're trying to make it look so hard and scare people away. Let's not do that. Let's make it inclusive and diverse for everybody. Up you go. Good. Feet together. And then pull yourself up by your bootstraps. There's a kind of yoga for everybody. There's as many kinds of yoga as there are people. Get a yoga of your own understanding. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 14, 13. This is Hatha yoga. This is the yoga of physical movement, postures, energetic alignment, all that good stuff. But yoga, many kinds. 3, 2. Now stay up on 1, way up on your tippy toes. Close your eyes, balance on your tippy toes. If you lose your balance, find it. Good. Open your eyes, drop your heels, knuckles on your head, side bend left. We usually side bend 5 or 6 times. I love side bending. I'm not a back bender. I do it a little bit. I just think it's overrated and overdone. Inhale. Side bending, on the other hand, gives you almost all the benefits of back bending with way, way less risk and pressure. Trust me, would you, even if you just met me? Don't I look like somebody you can trust? My innocent cheeks, radiant smile. Up you go and release out. Good. Now here's one of my favorite things, because I need my pause for drums and playing bass and guitar and piano. I'm just lacing my hands and rolling them around. I've been doing this with my veteran yogis for 25 years. If you're brand new, for 25 minutes, just start. Rotate the other way. Even this opening sequence, even if you do yoga with me for 20 minutes a few times a week, do this sequence, you can watch it recorded. You will start to feel so much better in your mind and then your body. Shake it out. Shake poop off of your hands. Everybody's had poop on their hands. I don't have a human child. I have a cat, and he's big and healthy. Shake it off. He has 2 cat boxes too. Good. Now, hello, 2025. This is our last yoga of 2024. For everyone that's liked and subscribed and all of my local friends who've supported me for another year, I am so grateful and I cannot thank you enough, but I'm going to try, and I couldn't do it without you, and much love and all the blessings in the new year. Cup your hands at your heart, drop your chin, close your eyes. Let's practice gratitude, appreciation, thankfulness. My mentor is always reminding me gratitude, the number one. Number one, you can live a good life on gratitude. Gratitude could be your religion, grateful for being. Good, inhale up. Good, we're rocking along, you guys. See how we move. Arms out. Now hands on my hips. My toes are going to bang in, heels out. And I think it's a new moon out there, meaning there's no moon. The moon and the sun are lined up. If they were on the same plane, it would be an eclipse, but that only happens a couple times a year. Happy New Year. This will give you a Happy New Year. Other way, 1. Do you want a Happy New Year? Who doesn't? 3. Grind your groins, circumnavigate your globes, undulate your undercarriage. Boy, do we have a lot of euphemisms for our buns, don't we? 6. It's like Eskimos and snow. 8. Inhale up, you guys. Exhale out. Hippity hop your feet together. If you're brand new, hands above your knees and just down into the right. These are called knee Fruit Loops. Now I got bendy, springy friends. They can almost come down and scrape their buns on the floor. If you're brand new, stiff and tight, little circles. 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1. This is good for isms and itis, rheumatism and arthritis. It'll just work it out. Get your natural neurotransmitters of bliss to pour through your body. 6, 7, 8. And you can do it. It's not weird stuff. You don't have to lay on a bed of nails. Feel free if you want. If you want to put your feet behind your head, fine. I'm all for it. These are called Sheryl Crow's. I invented these. I got her permission. That's a lie. Side to side, twisting my arms. By the way, I also call this tiny room yoga. I used to have a 10,000-foot yoga studio. Not quite that big. That's an exaggeration, but with the pandemic, now I'm doing tiny room yoga, but going to buy a big yoga compound in Costa Rica and one in Thailand, and you guys are going to come. Dream big. Oh, my arms are tired. Okay, feet together. Left arm in front of your right. Palms in. Clap for yourself and all of your friends around the world. Pull your hands up, fingers forward. Wear a New Year's party hat. Wow. Tomorrow is New Year's, 2024. What a year. What a year. It was an intense year for me. Lost family members, moved. Just one of those years, man. But the yoga, the prayer, the meditation, the conscious contact, the friendship, the community, we have all the support we need if we'll but use it. Extend up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay up on 1. Close your eyes. Open your eyes, drop your heels, palm trees left, lean left. Say something spiritual like, oh, inhale. Exhale to the right. Doesn't it feel good to get into your body? Up you go. Now arms are going to come down. They're going to flip over. And we're going to go into a mild, medium, or strong forward fold. Drop your head. Now I lift my heels. I press into my blocks with my hands to support my back. On exhale, I work my legs straight, my knees back, my buns up, my head down. I drop my hair. Good. Then inhale, look forward, bent knees. Exhale, deepen. 1, 2, 3. Come on up. Yogis use their breath and sequence it with the movements, and it's amazing what power that can bring. There's a pure science and calculus to that. This is very simple, our version. Arms out, right arm in front of your left, palms in. As you do your yoga, you'll find more and more teachers, more ideas, more systems. And then you'll find what really works and what you love. Me. I'm not much, but I'm all I think about. Now bring your arms up here, fingers forward. By the end of 2025, let's have 100,000 subscribers for Upward Spiral Yoga. I think you should have a goal. I think it's God's will that we grow and expand, and it's okay to ask and write all this stuff down and then get my butt busy. Extend up into action. Faith without works is dead. Way up on your tippy toes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay up on 1. Way up on your tippies. Close your eyes. Balance on your toes of tippy. Open your eyes. Drop your heels. Lean to the right. Good. Inhale up. Keep those feet rooted in as you parentheses to the left. Getting long and languid and luscious. Up you go, my friends. Arms come here. They flip over. Drop your head. Get some blocks like Greg, unless you're wildly flexible. Inhale, look forward. Bend your knees. Lift your heels. Exhale, get all the air out. Hold it out as you go deeper. It's called Baya Kumbhaka. It's one of those breath things, the simplest, one of the simplest kinds. Good, my friends. On next inhale, come on up. Good job. I think most of us are way too tight in our shoulders. I can see it in people all the time. Grabbing my elbows, and I'm working my elbows side to side. Mostly what I see in people are frozen shoulders. Their shoulders are up by their ears, and most of us don't realize how much tension is accumulated there, but I'm on a mission from God, G-A-W-D, to help you dig out that tension. Switch the cross of your elbows. If your elbows are down here and they're barely moving, that's okay. You are more than welcome in this class. If you do what you can, you'll get more. If you don't do what you can, even what we have, we will lose. So that's a spiritual principle, isn't it? Arms up and release out. Good. Now, we're going to do a twisty squat. I think you're going to like it. Hands at our heart. Clear your mind. Inhale together. Now I'm just going to kind of take my hands out, turn my chest to the right, bend my knees. Brand new friends, you can barely twist and squat. Lower twisty, lower twisty, lower twisty. Left elbow outside your right knee. Left hand on the floor. I know one or two people who can squat all the way down. One of them is in the class tonight. She can squat all the way down, and it's like some kind of magic trick. The rest of us, just go as low as you can. Drop your chin. I think for people that can twist squat with their heels down, they shouldn't go down all the way. Just bring your butt to the height of your knees. Knees line up, knees forward, heels back. Cooking our body, getting strong and springy. Good. Drop your arms. Inhale, come on up. Good job. I love that pose. Exhale out. That's the fountain of youth. If there is a fountain of youth, besides conscious contact with God and loving as much as you can, that particular pose. Inhale. Now I'm going to lift and shift down into my left, right elbow, maybe your right shoulder outside your left knee. This is challenging. I know if you're new, you might be like, man, it's gotten really hard and it's a struggle. Well, it's going to be a struggle like learning anything. I struggle on the piano, the drums, the guitar every single day, but I make a little progress, and it's the journey. Now I'm going to kind of mush my knees over to the right, work my right shoulder down a little lower, line up my ankles and my knees, pull my hands in toward my chest, shoulders away from my ears, looking straight down at the floor. And we'll hold it for a little while. Good. Drop your arms. Inhale, come on up. Now, this is a good time to chant Om because our breathing is challenged. So if you're brand new, extend your Om out for a long time. Don't asphyxiate, but just extend it out. Om. Chanting is really good for you. It opens up energies in our body. It relaxes the throat. It connects the head and the heart. Humans don't sing or chant enough generally. Okie doke. All right, gonna make sure I'm not too close to my wall in the back. Inhale up. Here comes a fun semi-physical sequence. Do what you can, leave the rest. Get stronger every time. Arms out. Now, my right arm is going to go under. See that? And my left knee is going to go over. Then I'm going to fold up my arms if I can. Now, if I could, I would put my left ankle behind my right ankle, but I can't quite do that. I've never been able to do that, but that's one of my goals for 2025 as I get leaner and stronger. And then you just sink down as low as you can. It's called eagle pose. If you can't wrap your left ankle behind your right ankle, at least try to lift your left foot so you're balancing solely on your right foot. Do what you can. And then squeeze down into it. Ring yourself out. Ring in a new year. Happy New Year. Now your arms fling out. They just go up here and you just balance on one foot. You lift your left knee. If you're a tightrope walker or a gymnast and you do this on a balance beam, you could do a cartwheel, no problem. For most of the rest of us, especially if you're older than 40 or 50, balancing on one foot is the thing. Now my right hand is going to grab my left foot behind my behind. My left hand is going to come down to the floor. Now, only like 1 in 10,000 people can touch their left knee on the floor with their right heel down. If you're one of those people, we appreciate you showing us how it's done. For me, this is as low as I can go. Inhale, look forward, bend everything. On exhale, turn your left hip open and point your left knee now all the way up to the ceiling. If you had a cat laser toy on your left knee, the red dot would be on the ceiling. Head down. My spine always cracks in this one. Good, now release your left leg back and take your right arm up to the ceiling. This is called twisty half moon. Twisting Ardha Chandrasana. Lift your left heel, turn your chest open, touch the ceiling with your right hand, root your head forward like a unicorn. Good, now relax your right hand down to the floor. Take your left arm up. Take your left arm up as a result of turning your left hip open in your chest, so your arm just follows the whole plane of your body, opening up as big as you can. If you can barely lift at all I ask is that you can do what you can do. Then you can do more. Good, now bring your left hand down. Re-grab your left foot with your right hand and stand up with your hand on your foot. Bring your left knee back out in front. And this is the pose named after my cat, Looney Bird. Just wave your left knee, wave your arms, left knee way up. Good, now all I'm going to do is I'm going to cross my left ankle over my right knee. And now I'm going to bring my hands down to the blocks. I call this tripod or throne pose. Again, most of us can't squat all the way down with our heel down. That's a very rare range of motion. It's a hypermobile ankle. And the rest of us, you got a right foot and 2 blocks. And then you just sink as low as you can. As your right knee slides forward, you'll feel your left calf really releasing and stretching. And then, of course, we add the balance component. We pray for 8 seconds, hands in prayer. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the blocks. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, do a forward fold over your right leg. Head down, right hip up. Stick your left big toe in your right ear. Happy New Year. Good, now re-pray with your hands, okay? And stand up in variation of tree pose. And bring your foot down. Inhale. Good, and we're going to balance it out with a forward fold and Uttanasana. I really recommend blocks. Bring your head down. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale. Exhale all the air out, and as you get more practice, explore going deeper with all the air out, and don't breathe for 3 seconds. 2, 3. Come on up, we'll do the other side. Up you go. Thank you, God, for yoga. Seriously, yoga is a gift from God for me. I would lose my mind and go nuts without it. Inhale up. I just got one of those overly busy minds and chattering hearts. Arms out. Good. Now, left arm flings under. Fold up your arms. Don't worry if your arms don't fold up. Just elbows on top of it. And now take your right knee up over your left knee. Garudasana, eagle pose. You can use your right toes over on the left side as a training wheel. Then my teacher, I can still hear him yelling at me. Slide the left knee under, Greg. Lift your right foot, Greg. Put your right foot behind your left ankle. And then it seems like in my class with my teacher, we would just do this forever until you just wanted to scream or yell or cry or complain and go through all those stages of emotion. Good, now unwind your arms out to the side. I call this marionette. Just lift your right knee up as high as you can. Balance on one foot. Again, maybe you have extraordinary balance. You can do unbelievable things, but most humans, 99%, older than 40, can't balance on one foot. And this is how you keep it. Good, now my left hand is going to grab my right foot behind my behind. That leaves my right hand to come down to the floor. Now with my hand still on my right foot, I'm going to try to touch my right knee to the floor, and I can't, but I'm always trying. Just always be trying. If your knee does touch the floor, come over to my house. I'll buy you a cup of coffee. I'll show you a version of this that's 50,000 times harder. Good, now inhale. And take your right knee up to the ceiling and point the laser dot toe on your right kneecap so the dot's on the ceiling. Left leg straight, head down. Great stretch of your right hip flexor, right quadriceps. Good, now release your right foot back, push it back like a donkey, left arm up to the ceiling. Oh, reach up, expand across your chest, be a big cross, head forward, right heel pushes back, straighten everything, get big. Self-express, left hand comes down now. Now spin your right hip open for me, would you? Right hip, right belly button, right chest, right arm. Head forward, right heel pushes back, toes open, big smile, get huge. Get bold, get brave. Good, right hand comes down now. Now I'm going to re-grab my right foot with my left hand. I'm going to stand up out of the pose. Bring my right knee out in front. And pose dedicated to my cat, Looney. Looney bird. Looney! Good, now simply take your right ankle over your left knee, not the whole leg. Then there's these two merciful blocks down here. If you can bring your hands down to the floor, I would like your Facebook page. Good, now bend your left knee forward as far as you can, keeping your left heel down, and your left calf will just squeal with delight. Oh my God, that we never stretch that. You got to bend your knee to get to the lower calf muscle. Good, let's pray for 8 seconds. Peace on earth, goodwill to all men. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hands on the blocks. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, savage forward fold. Head all the way down. Buns to the ceiling. Put your right big toe, left nostril. Feel it. Feel something with me. Good. Repray with your hands. Come up and out. Variation of tree pose. Foot down. And now we're going to chant Om. I'd like to test your lungs. Inhale. Good. We conclude standing sequence with 30 seconds. Standing meditation, eyes closed, chin drop, hands to your heart. Stop thinking, practice presence. Open your Christmas presents, Hanukkah presents. We are calm, peaceful souls. Good, my friends. Good Monday standing sequence. Last one of the year, but we'll be here next year. Have a seat. This is called floor, core, and more. We do some planks and some push-ups and some sit-ups and some blah, blah, blahs. Move my computer. That's better. One seated forward fold, and then we're jumping into the core, floor, and more, okay? I like to waddle my buns back and forth, get a nice spread of my hips. Let's give me more room for my chest to come down, shoulders relax, palms open. If you're brand new and your knees and hips are tight as hell, don't bounce, give it time. This is as far as I've gotten in this lifetime. If you're a yogi, if you're a practitioner, you'll be doing yoga for many lifetimes, many bodies, many situations. We're never done. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. Okay. Now, come on up. I think you'll like these strength movements, hands and feet and bottoms up. Now, most of us can't bring our hips higher than our knees. We've gotten addicted to chairs, and a sign of youth is being able to lift your hips higher than your knees, head back, chest up, big expression, but again, do what you can. Good, you guys. Come on down. Now, I know many of my new friends, you're just tuning in. It's like you're just really tight. You have a hard time being on your back and just grabbing your knees. Your head doesn't come all the way down. You're crying. And, just things like this will begin to open you up. Grab your big toes if you can. And then happy new rear. Now, when I was in my teens and 20s, I could bring my knees down to the floor without lifting my rump. I was just wildly flexible, and I still have a good deal of that range of motion. But there's a time and a season for everything, isn't there? Good, now just rock side to side, knee to knee. If both knees are already on the floor, then you've kind of then put your feet behind your head. But for this is fine. Just rock side to side. If you can put your feet behind your head, cool. I used to do that. It's like a good party trick. Good. Now, lifting my head, legs up to the ceiling. And then the pose most people don't want to do is the side splits. Now, to me, it's an acquired taste. I like doing this. You'll note my legs don't come all the way to 180 degrees, but pretty far for a 52-year-old guy with truth problems. Circle your ankles around. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you do a lot of yoga, you will fool people with your age. They will say, how do you do it? And you'll say, I practice the principles of yoga. Fingertips on the back of your head. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Do what you can. If you're brand new and you do 3 and then you throw up on yourself, good for you. Just keep coming back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now grab a bar out here, widen my legs out, rip. When you have Lululemons, make Lululemonade. Good, now I'm going to bend my knees. Ah, that feels good. Bring my knees in together. Rest my head down. Now I'm just going to take my knees around in a momentary happy circle. We get a little bit of a break before we're back into anguish and misery. Take your knees around the other way. Good, now lift up your head. Hi, how are you doing? What a weird YouTube channel, isn't it? Now, do you have phone blocks? If you do, I'm just going to put one in there like that. Discount birth control, bring the foam block in like this. If you don't have blocks, then just fake it. Pretend you have a block there. Lacing my hands behind my head, resting my head down, and Velcroing my elbows to the floor. And I'm just giving the block a nice little squeeze. Now, keeping my elbows down, I'm going to rotate the block down to the right as close to the floor as I can without lifting my left elbow. Now, I do have some friends that are so flexible, they could bring the knee all the way down without lifting the elbow. Most of us can't. Bring the knees up. Now, the right elbow especially stays pinned in and pinned down, and the block stays pulled in to the left. Inhale. Now we develop some rhythm. Keep your knees and your ankles lined up, your toes open like happy cat. Inhale up. This is literally called stomach turning pose. The key is getting down here and keeping it under control and keeping your elbows down. Inhale, down to the right. So how many times do you think we should do this? If you've liked and subscribed, I think we'll do it less. If you watch this and you haven't liked and subscribed, we might do this for another hour. Inhale up. But I like this one because it gives me that ripping V-shaped torso washboard ab that's the envy of all my neighbors when I go out to the mailbox with my shirt off. Just kidding, I don't do that. Down to the left. Inhale up. Don't you like this one? Me too. Down this way. One more to the right. Inhale up. And one more to the left. Maybe you stopped halfway through because you're new. Good job. Way to try. Bring it back up. Good. Set the feet down. Get the block out. Don't drop the block on your groinage. Ouch. Good. Now bring your knees in. Lifting up my head high. Now I just have my fingertips lightly on my head. Doing, left leg up, left elbow, right knee. Switch, switch. These are called bicycles. Yogis have been doing this since long before the bicycle was invented in the 19th century. Switch, switch, switch. Now it's possible there are people, abdominal wall experts, they could just do this endlessly. For us, it gets a little tedious right about now. Hold your right elbow on your left knee. Switch, 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 switch. Hold your left elbow on your right knee. Switch, switch, switch. Both elbows, both knees. Crab, squeeze. Good. Head down, arms down by the side of your body. Feet flat on the floor, hip distance apart. Now, just press into your feet and lift your buns up into bridge pose. It's a good counter pose. It's a great back bend. Oh, hi, Looney. I'm going to lift up so high my cat can go underneath me, and he's big. Again, if you're brand new, you can barely lift your butt. It's like, golly, what happened to my butt lift? And if you're young and frisky, your buns go flying to the ceiling. Lift up, stay up. This is a really good, safe back bend for most people. Good. Now, let's bring our buns down. 5, 4, 3. I like it when my buns come in for a soft, fluffy landing, like butterflies landing on blankets. Good. Now, my feet are coming together. My knees, speaking of butterflies, my knees have butterflied to the side. This might be anguish. You might want to put a couple pillows, but if you do this for a while, your knees will come all the way down to the floor. Then I grab my elbows, and then I just rest my elbows up over my head, and this is our gut relaxing conclusion of On the Back for like 10 more seconds. I pretend a close friend is going to come by with a pizza roller and just roll me out. I have to admit that I would like that. Cat came in for a second, went running back outside. Hey, now he's meowing at the moon. Hey, quiet. Okay, now let's sit up together. We're not done. We have planks and push-ups. Planksgiving. Okay, all fours, kids. I've got a hard floor and bony knees, so you can put your knees on a blanket as we do cats and cows. Really, if you got 3 minutes in your life and you can't do anything else, do some cats and cows, okay? I don't recommend just 3 minutes of yoga every day. I recommend yoga with me like 4 or 5 times a week is perfect. But if it's a busy day and you're at work and you're wearing business clothes, just do some cats and cows. And if the boss comes in, tell the boss that she should do some too. Couple more. Good. Now, speaking of cats, this is cat stretch. My butt does not sink back. I've got high buns and I'm just stretching my arms out. Now, hypermobile friends with that deep lower back curve, you can bring your rib cage down to the floor and slide your chin forward. That's for like ballerinas and stuff. I'm not that. I'm just some guy. Okay, back up to all fours. Right arm forward. Left leg back. Right arm, left leg. I can reach all the way across my room from my piano to my guitar amp. Good. Now reach your right hand back and see if there's a left foot back there. If there isn't, there is hope for you. Again, I've got friends, they can just keep lifting and tickle the back of their head with their tippy toes. It's called scorpion when you can do that. It's really cool. I am not that. But it's good for me. I'm a good golfer. Good, you guys. Now take your right arm out to the side, left leg back. Everybody, even newcomers, bring your right elbow down to the floor. This is newcomer pose. Veterans, right ear, right shoulder all the way down and lift your left leg all the way up to the ceiling. Keep your left hand on the floor for balance if you need to. If you don't need to, take your left arm up into sideways starfish pose. Reach up with your left hand. Grab your left ankle. You might go ass over tea kettle. It's kind of funny. And after you've grabbed your toes, push your left foot up to the ceiling and start squealing. Coordination, skill, balance, core strength, happiness, diligence, persistence, fun, enthusiasm, release. Come out. Cats and cows. I cannot go a day without some cats and cows. Okay, left arm, right leg. Right? Correct. Left arm, right leg. I'm going to play Fur Elise with my right toes on the keyboard. I bet Mozart could have played the piano with his toes. Good. Now reach back with your left hand. See if there's a foot back there. If there's not, it's a great milestone. If you can already grab it, then you haven't come close to maxing it out because the right knee keeps coming up. And then are those my right toes on the back of my head, you say to yourself? And it's not, it's your kids or your spouses. Good. Now left arm out, right leg back. New friends, just balance on your left elbow for a moment. Just hold this. You will get stronger. Everybody can do this for the most part. Left shoulder, left ear for veterans, way down. And then I want your right leg all the way up to the ceiling so your petticoat shows. Mine showing. Now fling your right arm up. Flinging. Grab your right ankle. If it's not there, get a strap and lasso yourself. Good. Now just straighten out your right leg all the way up to the ceiling till you hear your Lululemons squeak. Oh my goodness, this is the best pose ever. And release. Come out of horrible situation. Cats and cows. Now, I know I'd probably have more subscribers to my channel if we didn't do push-ups, but I do let you do push-ups on your knees because I know a lot of people have a physical limitation. Even if you're on your knees and you're supporting yourself on your arms, we are friends. But if you can just do a couple of baby ups and downs, and if you can do 20 quick knee push-ups, just rip them off real fast, okay? Let's go to town together. Every little bit helps. Don't compare yourself to other people. Comparison is the thief of joy. There's the snap I was looking for. Now, child's pose is widening your knees, big toes together, and sliding your butt cheeks all the way back down to the floor. I don't do it because my right knee does not want to bend that much, so I just rest with my butt up like my cat used to. Elbows down, relax a second, chill out. Good job. Okay, beautiful friends, come on up. Where did everybody go? Oh, you guys are this direction. Now I got a Happy New Year gift for you, and guess what that is? We're done except for Shavasana. So I'd like for you to lie on your back. If you're brand new to yoga, ancient yogis said you get 5 minutes of ecstatic vegging bliss at the end of class. Do it, and only one person in the world doesn't have to do it. It's my friend Helga. Happy New Year, Helga. I love you a lot. Many blessings, my beloved mentor and inspiration. Moi. And everybody else in the world, all 8 billion of you watching, on your back and just chillax for 5 minutes, okay? Isn't this a great way to conclude the class? I agree. Now jiggle your legs out, maybe widen your feet, lift your left and right butt cheeks, get any dents out of your bottom. Same with your shoulder blades. Swallow once, circle your jaw around, and the pose starts now. Relax, easy does it. You did the hard part. Now you get to be like a sponge that's been wrung out. And as you open out again and relax, you'll absorb so much love and light and peace. We all need that. My cat came in. He's lying on his back too. He says, be purry and furry. Okay, my friends, stay in the pose, stay nice and relaxed. Relax even more if you'd like. But here's that guy's voice from down the street or from around the world. Good. Wiggle your fingers and toes, circulate super feel God through yourself. Now, please slowly curl onto your right side in fetal position, nice and slow. Slow and patient and relaxed. Love all over yourself. Now, please keep your eyes closed when you sit up. And maintaining, cultivating, enjoying this beautiful presence on the inside that connects all of us together. We'll bring our hands to our heart. And all together we say, Namaste, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. And first, I'm going to thank all my YouTube friends that made it such a wonderful year and the great growth. Next year is the big year as I add the music and the meditation and so many other adjuncts, but you guys help make it possible. And in a moment, I'll be chatting with my Zoom friends. Thank you. This is Looney. He's very camouflaged, isn't he, on my black pants? Anyway, Looney just turned 2 years old and he loves being a part of the channel. We just built him a new Zoom cat tree corner over there. But this is how relaxed and strong you get when you do yoga with me. We've been doing this since he was a kitty. He now weighs about 18 pounds. He's purring so loud, he's making my head vibrate. But anyway, we thank you for liking and subscribing, and we're going to see if he'll even stay on his new cat tree corner for even 1 second. Will you just go up there for a second? Just humor me. Now go up there. Go up there. Have you ever noticed cats don't mind? Anyway, YouTubers, thank you. Happy New Year. Be safe out there.